DeepSeek just made America nervous again. That's the video of the day. From AI Revolution, the same channel we fact-checked in episode 1. It is their densest video yet, roughly 40 claims in 15 minutes, covering OpenAI's training pause, the fastest-growing GitHub repo in history, a leaked 4-hour investor meeting, benchmark scoreboards, and one garbled caption that turned Moderna into Madna. This one matters to me personally because its centerpiece, DeepSeek's Harness, is literally about the thing my own lab has been attacking for 8 months. What a harness is, what it can be swapped for, and what happens when the swap goes wrong. Let's verify every claim. The scoreboard at the end is not going to be pretty for the video. Claim 1. OpenAI pulled the emergency brake on its largest planned training run. Verified. On August 18th, OpenAI paused its biggest frontier reinforcement learning run indefinitely and paused other RL training for 2 weeks. The reason? Preliminary evaluations of Astra, its next model, showed it might cross the critical cyber capability threshold, the level where a model can find and build working zero-day exploits on hardened systems without human help. One nuance. OpenAI says it cannot rule out the threshold, not that Astra has crossed it. The video actually says may have crossed, so the hedge is honest. And the Hugging Face escape is real. We verified that in episodes 5 through 7. This part is solid. Claim 2. DeepSeek Harness is the fastest starred GitHub repository in history. This is the first fail. The repo is real, launched August 13th, MIT licensed, and the growth is genuinely extraordinary. Over 20,000 stars in roughly an hour, 135,000 plus in 4 days. Those numbers check out against the GitHub API. But fastest in history is not a claim any primary source makes. GitHub publishes no official star velocity record. It is a press superlative layered on a real phenomenon. The real headline needs no inflation. A frontier lab open-sourced its entire agent runtime, built on Cordis, where everything, including the loop at the center, is a plugin. That is genuinely new architecture, and it is the part of this video my lab work cares about most. The backstory. Anthropic accidentally shipped a 57 megabyte source map to NPM and leaked Claude Code's entire TypeScript codebase. Verified. March 31st, version 2.188, 512,000 lines across 1,900 files. The video's editorializing. Anthropic is famously smug about being anti-open source. That's opinion, not claim. Then the numbers that matter. DSpark. DeepSeek's speculative decoding framework speeds up generation 57 to 78% on V4 Pro. The video says up to 78%, which is exactly the top of the range. And the price hike is verified to the cent. V4 Pro output moved from a flat 87 cents to $3.96 at peak, half that off peak. The video's 2.5 to 5 times framing is roughly right. MIT waits, the DSpark paper 6 weeks earlier. All verified. The leaked meeting. In late July, a recording of a 3-hour, 44-minute May meeting between Liang Wenfeng and his first outside investors leaked across Chinese social media. The video's details check out. R1's API earned $562,000 a day at a 545% margin, per DeepSeek's own February 2025 analysis. Enterprise revenue in the hundreds of millions. A possible IPO. DeepSeek considered sunsetting consumer products. No world models. AGI is the main quest. Anti-996 culture. And the response? Liang reportedly paused the funding round and pushed the IPO again. One flag. DeepSeek has never confirmed the transcript's authenticity. The content is consistent and widely corroborated, but the source is a leak, not a disclosure. And the claim that the dangers of AGI never came up once. That is a detail no one can verify from an unauthenticated transcript. Now the fail that matters most. The video says Demis Hassabis resigned from Google on August 5th. He did not. He stepped down as CEO of Google DeepMind and became its chair plus Alphabet's chief scientist, while continuing to lead isomorphic labs. That is a significant role change, but resigning from Google is simply false. The stated reason was that he believes AGI is close and wants to focus on the big picture. Framing that as the tension finally snapping is narrative, not fact. Then the benchmark scoreboard. The video says Kimi K3 hit 85 on Terminal Bench 2.1 against 89.5 for GPT 5.6 89.1 for Opus 5, and 84.6 for Fable 5. The real numbers from the published charts: K3 88.3, GPT 5.6, Sol 88.8, Opus 4.8, and Fable 5 both 84.6. There is no Opus 5 number of 89.1 anywhere. The shape of the story survives. K3 is genuinely near frontier and beats Fable on that test, but the digits do not. The verified picture of the race. Chinese models overtook American models on OpenRouter for the first time in June and now hold roughly 60% of token share. Trump's quote is exact. We have to be careful in both ways. We don't want to restrict them when all of a sudden we come in second to China. July 29th, confirmed by multiple outlets. The Booz Allen report is real. It found Chinese models generated more vulnerable code when prompted as U.S. government users and recommended banning them from government and critical infrastructure. And the vaccine story. The caption said Madna. It is Moderna. The Phase 3 melanoma vaccine results sent the stock up 177% in a day. AI is threaded through Moderna's pipeline. That one is verified, garbled captions and all. The unverifiable column, and the video has a lot of it. The horse Tinder build, $30, 29 minutes, 2.6 million tokens. Anecdote. The ghost in the machine, a secret A/B test on a checkpoint that distills Fable 5's style. Community speculation, V5 next month. Speculation. The Brewberg coffee shop test bill. Anecdote. The company that cut costs from $1 million to $100,000. Anecdote. Huawei's 16,000 Ascend chips, Beijing's 2 trillion yuan, the 10-to-1 compute ratio, the salary gap, all reported in credible places, but none independently confirmed here. And the ad break. Same 3,000 spots, half taken, same Mark Cuban paraphrase we flagged in episode 1. Final score, 22 verified, 9 partially verified, 7 unverifiable. The video's real story is enormous. It did not need the embroidery. And now, the quiz. MeshCast quiz time. Pause if you need to. What does DeepSeek Harness make swappable as plugins? A. Only the AI model. B. Only the tools. C. Everything, including the agent loop at the center. D. Only the user interface. You've got 5 seconds. Time's up. The answer is C. Everything, including the agent loop, the model adapter, the tools, the sandbox, the UI, even the while loop that decides whether the agent keeps going. Every one is an ordinary plugin you swap with one line of YAML. That is exactly the architecture my own adversarial lab has been attacking. What happens when you can swap the sandbox for one you found at 2 in the morning? That is the question the whole causal series exists to answer. How'd you do? Drop your score in the comments and subscribe. I'm Sean David Ramsing. This has been MeshCast.